All right, we're at station number 5, the last one that we're going to do together. This problem I actually want to work through with you. So you should be watching this before you even attempt the problem. So this story problem was about Lillian. Hopefully you've read through the problem. We're going to start working on it together now. So at first it says we have a young lady named Lillian, and she has some earnings from a small job she has. So we're going to talk about her money. That's our topic. We're going to see how she spends her money. So our bar is titled Money. And it says each month she spends 1/3 of her earnings on clothing. So 1/3 of all of her money is spent on clothing. So I'm going to first take my bar and I'm going to split it into thirds. One of these thirds I'm going to cross off, and I'm going to put a C inside it for clothing. She spends all of this money right here on clothing. The story problem then goes on to say that she saves 3/8 of the remainder. So for a second, we're going to forget about this clothing section, and we're going to look at the 2 rectangles that we have remaining. It says 3/8 of it she saves. Well, I only have 2 rectangles. So what can we do to make 2 rectangles into 8? Hopefully you're telling me we can split them both into 4 pieces. I now have 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of those represents her savings. So I'm going to put an S for savings in 3 of them. It says that her remaining money is spent on food. So she has 5 blocks that we have not put a letter in for. Those ones would be F for food. So this is the setup. This is what my model looks like. Now there's 2 parts to this question. Part A says, what fraction of her earnings does she spend on food? Well, we can see there's 5 parts that are spent on food. So 5 would be my numerator. Before I can figure out my denominator, I see that I took each of these larger rectangles and broke them into 4. If I did it for these 2, I need to do it for this one also. So my clothing would be split into 4 sections. So now 5 out of the 12 total sections are filled in. She uses 5/12 of her total earnings on food. Part B then tells you how much money she makes in a month. It says in 1 month she makes $540. So if we took all of this, it would give us 540. So part B says if she has $540, how much does she spend on food each month? So I know she has a total of $540. I want to know how much each of these little small blocks is worth. So in order to do that, I have 540, and I'm going to divide it by 12. I'm going to divide it by 12 because there's 12 little pieces here. Okay, so let's do the math. 540 divided by 12. 12 cannot go into 5, but 12 goes into 54 4 times. 4 times 12 is 48. 54 minus 48 will give me 6. And I'm going to bring down the 0. How many times does 12 go into 60? 5 times. 5 times 12 is 60, and I have nothing left over. which means each one of these boxes is worth $45. That's not the answer to my question. She doesn't spend $45 on food. The only thing I've answered is that each one of these small sections is worth $45. How many small sections does she have that we put an F in for food? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have $45 for each small section. There's 5 small sections for food. When I multiply, I get the answer $225. She spends $225 on food per month. Hopefully you got these right. Hopefully they're helpful. Hopefully you have fun using your electronic devices in math. Tomorrow, we will review everything in class. If you can stay for the study session tonight, I think it would really help you. Good luck!